She was teaching preschool English in South Korea, making $700 a month. 5 years later, she was making six figures at an elite consulting company. How did this happen? Hi, everyone. It's Angela Guido from Career Protocol. Welcome back to MBA Monday if you followed us over here from our other channel. And if you're discovering me for the first time, you have come to the right place if you are applying to business school or considering applying to business school, because this is our brand new channel for MBA wisdom. In this video, you're going to find out about the top 3 highest paying jobs that you practically need an MBA to get. I'm also going to explain how MBA recruiting works and how to get smart about post-MBA jobs. Where am I getting this information? No, not yet. Stay tuned for how to get your hands on this cutting-edge research at the end of this video. If you're watching this, I assume that you're at least beginning your MBA research. And so you're contemplating, what are the jobs that I can get after business school? And do I even want those jobs in the first place? That second part is a very important question to ask yourself. Or perhaps you're just here to up-level your leadership and impact. Either way, you've come to the right place. I've got now decades of experience helping people get into business school and build careers they love. In this video, I'm going to tell you some of the jobs where to get them, you really want to have an MBA in your pocket. So, all right, let's get right to it. The 3 biggest categories of jobs where having an MBA sure as heck helps. Job type number 1, technology. Probably no surprise here. The tech industry is huge. It is taking over our lives. And while there is a vast array of positions and roles that you could hold within a technology company, if you want to get into some of the middle and upper level management positions, an MBA is really going to help. Take a look at some of the tech companies that recruit lots of people from top MBA programs. We've got Google in there, Apple, up and coming NVIDIA, thanks to AI. These are all big recruiters of MBA talent. And if you'll notice from this graphic, they recruit at most top schools. Now check out the average pay in tech. While the Googles and Amazons of the world employ thousands and thousands of people in all kinds of different roles, most MBAs are going into jobs like project management, strategic leadership, finance, mergers and acquisitions, helping them acquire new businesses and sometimes even competitors. Even general management and technology firms are the kinds of jobs where having an MBA makes it possible to jump right in, even if you're coming from a non-tech background. So you're probably asking yourself, why? Why would these companies recruit MBAs if some of them know very little about the tech space? Well, it's a very good question, and it relates to part of the value that an MBA provides. All of these roles require cross-functional knowledge and thinking, the ability to lead projects, which requires communication skills, influence skills, leadership skills. So technology firms look for leaders that can combine technical knowledge with the soft skills that MBAs are by and large known for. An MBA is kind of like a finishing school for management and leadership for people who want to lead in the realm of business. Let's take a look at the second industry that recruits a ton of MBAs and pays really, really well. Again, no surprises here, finance. Now, this is a huge category and it includes lots of things, everything from investment banking to private equity to hedge funds to wealth management. There are a lot of different jobs within the finance sector, many of which are a lot easier to get if you're graduating from a top MBA program. MBAs are the primary source of associates at top banks. Take a look at this. 16% of MBA grads from 30 of the top US schools we looked at went into finance after their MBA. And again, no surprises. Look at the average starting salaries of these MBA graduates in finance. Investment banking associate, private equity associate, financial analysts at top firms. You're going to find that the vast majority of people in these roles have MBAs. This is because financial services demand a deep understanding of corporate finance, financial modeling, investment strategies, and even risk management. These are core components of most MBA programs, and especially if you decide to major in finance during your MBA. And last but certainly not least, in fact, the biggest category of high paying jobs that you practically need an MBA to get: consulting. The absolute biggest industry sponge of MBA talent is consulting, with 35% of graduates from top US schools. That's more than a third of MBA graduates going into consulting immediately post MBA. What is the deal here? And look at how much it pays. Well, first of all, what is consulting? The truth is, most people who've never done consulting don't really know what it is. Even those of us who have done consulting. I worked at BCG, the Boston Consulting Group, for 5 years before launching my career coach career. It's very hard to explain, but at the highest level, you're basically helping organizations make more money. Let's just put it that way. It could be that you're working with companies, governments, nonprofit organizations, but in all cases, consultants are coming in to provide strategic guidance, manpower, information, time, advice to help these companies perform better, to help these organizations perform better. That's the bottom line. And they do it in a variety of ways: through analysis, through strategic guidance, sometimes supporting implementations, helping leaders make big, challenging decisions based on data, sometimes even firing people. If you haven't seen Office Space, I recommend you check it out. The most commonly sought after positions in consulting are at the MBB firms. That's Bain, BCG, and McKinsey. But these are all the companies that recruit at multiple top MBA programs and hire a substantial portion of MBA grads. Consulting is still a favorite among MBAs, even though they are some of the hardest jobs to get. If you haven't checked out our video on our career channel about how to get a job in 2025, please check it out now. I talk about the 2 big steps that are required to get any job you might want. The MBA shortcuts the first stage of that process by giving you an upgraded resume and access to recruiters. I'm going to say a little bit more about how that works in a minute. But first, let me say that this is the job our preschool English teacher got. That was me, by the way. I already told you I worked at the Boston Consulting Group. My first job out of college was teaching preschool English. And I'm not even kidding. I made $700 a month in that job. Through the MBA, I was able to up-level my career almost exponentially and achieve goals that could not ever have been possible for me personally without an MBA. Why was that possible for a preschool English teacher to make that change? Well, it's because of how MBA recruiting works. So let me break this down for you. Just think about market dynamics. Consulting firms need to hire hundreds of ambitious, business-curious, business-oriented, intelligent people on a yearly basis to keep their organizations moving and growing, to help serve their clients that are growing year by year. They need hundreds of people every year. So if you need to buy 100 of something, let's pretend you need to buy 100 mugs like this. You're not going to go to the retailer, Anthropologie, where they cost, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks a pop. You're going to go directly to the wholesaler, which happens to be the Rifle Paper Company, and you're going to buy as many as you can at a discount. You're going to get them to ship them to you in bulk to remove the, heavy process of carrying the mugs from the shop to your home. They're going to streamline the process for you and at the same time give you a better price. They're going to make it more cost effective for you to buy 100 mugs. Hiring talent is exactly the same. MBAs are kind of wholesalers of business talent. In the Harvard MBA program, you've got 900 talented, accomplished, ambitious, most of whom have business experience. That shouldn't be in quotes, actual business experience. They have actual business experience pre-MBA. And by applying to business school and getting in, they've signaled not only that they're smart and they're exceptional, but that they care about business, that they want to be an influencer and leader in business. That's the place to go if you need to hire 100 people to staff your organization. This is how consulting firms think about it. So they actually go to campus, they send full-time employees from the consulting firm to recruit on campus, to host events, to lead coffee chats, to invite people to interviews and conduct interviews. I not only worked as a consultant at BCG, but I later worked as a recruiter. So I got to see how these firms make their hiring decisions on MBA campuses and indeed how much it costs. It's much cheaper for them to hire talented people from MBA campuses than it is to screen random individuals who apply online or even that they meet through their existing network. So that's why all of these industries, technology, finance, and consulting, hire so many MBAs every year. And it's part of why the starting salaries are so high, because they're all competing for the best talent. In a class of 900 students, you're not actually interested in all of them as a recruiter. There are like 50 of them that you really want. So to win out over your competitors in that market, you have to offer really attractive salaries. And that's why these are the 3 highest paying jobs that you kind of need an MBA to get. So we talked about the value of an MBA to big companies as a source of talent, but what's the MBA value to you, apart from potentially access to recruiters that would never give you the time of day otherwise? And by you, I mean me. They would not have given me the time of day, given my background pre-MBA, until I had that MBA stamp of approval on my resume. Beyond that seal of approval that a top MBA can serve for a hiring manager, it's also going to teach you leadership and strategic thinking skills, skills that are really essential to success in senior roles. By the way, if you're interested in understanding all of the benefits of the MBA, including the hidden benefits, check out this video on my other channel, which I will also link in the description below, called The Hidden Benefits of an MBA. It's a good one. Given how much the MBA changed my life, it should be no surprise that I am a big fan of the MBA if it's the right step for you. And you don't have to want one of these 3 highest paying jobs to make the MBA a worthwhile investment in your career. And in fact, I hope you won't get seduced by those big salaries, because in the end, that is not what's going to create the most fulfilling career for you. You want to be compensated, you want to pay your bills, but at a certain point, just the financial component has diminishing returns, and you find yourself wanting a greater sense of meaning and purpose. In an upcoming video, I'm going to tell you why I quit my elite consulting job in the middle of a financial downturn. So if you're interested in having me as your guide, hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with all the great content that we have planned for you this year. Now, if you're considering an MBA, you owe it to yourself to get super smart about post-MBA jobs. This was just one topic among hundreds of topics that are relevant to you as you're looking at the MBA. You want to consider what jobs are available, what schools get you the kinds of jobs that you want, what are the differences among the programs in terms of recruiting, and now it's time to let you know how to get your hands on all of this data via our super awesome official post-MBA career placement report. That's a lot of words. Got to work on that title. So we made this report for our community. I would love it if you would go download it and check it out and let me know what you think. It's down below in the description. Just look for the all caps career report and it will be in your inbox in seconds. You can also use this QR code right on the screen. The report has over 100 pages of insights and charts. It took us hundreds of hours to compile and analyze all this data. The schools publish it. That's where we got most of the information, but they don't publish it in a unified format. So there is so much time and effort that went into this report. I hope you will check it out and let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know, what is that post-MBA job, even the company, that you're most excited about. And if we can in the future, maybe we'll even make a video about that company. Just for a sneak preview of some of the things that are in this report, you can check out this chart, which shows what companies recruit at what schools. And this one that breaks down the specifics at Harvard and all of the other programs that we analyzed, and so much more. It's even got career coaching advice to help you find the right MBA program for you. And if you read it, please leave us a comment and let us know what's your favorite chart. Just put the chart number in the bottom and tell us why you love it. Get yourself in the mindset of interpreting reports and charts in preparation for your MBA program. And let me tell you, if you know anything about the MBA universe, there are some mega surprises in this report, a topic for a future video. I'm gonna be right back here, guiding you all the way to MBA success on MBA Mondays. I hope you will hit subscribe and join me next time. I'll see you then.
That's great.
Where am I getting this information? Oh, no, not yet. That wasn't good. And last but certainly, blah, blah, blah. See you next time.